emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call, live from Green Brain Comics.
Every time you do the opening, I still expect you to say brain waves when you get to that last part.
That's the great thing about writing it down in a script.
I don't believe in scripts.
Let's wing this.
Hey, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to this week's episode of Last Call Live, where we show you all the new books. Wait a minute. That's my other speech. All the new books that are hitting the racks in 3.5 weeks, not this week, that it's your last chance to get your order in to make sure that we order enough copies to cover everybody.
Right on. Good one.
Right? Does that make sense?
That hits it.
We are Dan and Katie Merritt from Green Brain Comics. We should introduce ourselves.
Oh, yeah, you are. I mean, you are Katie Merritt, and I am Dan Merritt. And we are the only married live stream comic store retailers, hosts. It's not even funny except for the two people. Yeah.
Yes.
So we've recently moved the live studio up from the sub-basement level 13 to the new Studio G on the main floor at Green Brain Comics. Consequently, during construction, you may see the occasional scaffolding fall on our heads or soundproofing catch on fire and or hear the occasional loud truck rolling by or thumping bass. Because we are street level on Michigan Avenue, right in the heart of East Downtown Dearborn.
We are. We should do it in the window and let people wave
Right.
from outside, like in the old days of those MTV shows that we just saw a spoof of on Dave Chappelle.
Oh, right, with Carson
Carson
Daly.
Daly.
Oh.
All right. Also
yeah.
only funny to us. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry, folks. Moving on. Comics. Hey, comics. We got a list of comics to talk about. We broke it up into a couple different categories. Am I going off script?
No, you're right on track here.
Okay, good. So first we're going to go over the last call for all the new number ones. So these are all brand new series that are just getting started. And this is number one issue.
And we're also going to be following along with the blog post that I put together
right.
as a guide for us and also as a resource to you folks.
I will post a link to the blog post in the comments so you can follow along.
It's up on our website, greenbraincomics.com. As my lovely assistant prepares that information for you, I'll pick up where she left off. We've got a couple different categories here for Last Call that we will be reviewing. We've got number ones, number twos, new printings, and graphic novels. And it is kind of a short list this week, so we may take our times and expand on some of these fine offerings that are on the final order cutoff this week.
All right. And of course, if you have any questions, if you're watching us live, feel free to put them in the comments, and we will do the best we can to answer your questions.
Absolutely. It's fun to interact. We've got a strong community here at Green Brain Comics, and we are very proud of them. So thanks for joining us this morning, assuming some of you have joined us. I don't see any of that right now. I'll just assume.
Oh, we have 85 viewers.
That's great. That's great. We're going to hit 1,000 today.
Yes.
Okay, up first on our last call for first issues on the list this week is a new series from Dark Horse Comics, Kojikaru the Skinner. And this is Tales. This is under the imprint Tales from the Outerverse. That's been put together by Mike Mignola and Christopher Golden, I think, who is his main co-conspirator in this extra branding or extra universe outside of the Hellboy verse.
Nice.
We've got a couple different covers. We've got cover A by interior artist Peter Bergting, and cover B by Peter Bergting. This kind of looks like a wraparound, or I wonder if it will be like a connector.
Yeah.
For the next issue. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the art of Peter Bergting. He's worked in the Mignolaverse before on the Baltimore series
Mm.
and the Joe Gollum Occult Detective series. Good stuff. You read any of that stuff, Katie?
Not a whole lot. No,
I knew that. I was just putting you on the
I've
spot.
read some of it. Over your shoulder, mostly.
Right. Next up, we've got a new series from IDW, Godzilla, Monsters and Protectors. This is a new series written by Eric Burnham with art by Dan Shaning. Got this A cover by Dan Shaning, and we've got this amazing photo cover on the B. This appears to be from the original movie back in 1951. Yeah. I'll give you a little bit of the pitch here. Godzilla roars back into comics. Rise Up, Part 1. That's a Hamilton reference, right?
Could be.
I knew that. I listened over your shoulder.
Hamilton and Godzilla go way back.
When a coldly single-minded businessman uses an untested element to create clean energy for a profit, he inadvertently awakens the beast from the deep, Godzilla. Sensing the harm the new energy poses to the planet, Godzilla attacks the heart of the problem, humankind. I thought he was supposed to be our protector and our friend.
Yeah, he is. He can only protect us by destroying us.
We are our own worst enemy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thanks, Godzilla. I live my life by the teachings of.
Is this like an all ages book? Is it targeted at a younger audience?
It certainly looks like that, based on the A cover. Let me get back to that here. Yeah, it's definitely got like a kid feel to it, doesn't it? That's okay. I like Kid Godzilla, long as you keep Godzuki out of it.
I mean, he still sounds pretty brutal.
He's totally brutal. He's gonna kill all these kids.
Oh wow! All right.
It looks like kind of like a Super Sentai team with these kids. Like they're gonna suit up.
Oh right. I'll
Oh,
form
yeah.
the leg.
That's right. They are the anti-Godzilla force.
All right.
We are
Moving
taking
on.
our time this week, aren't we?
All right. Maybe we should go on to the next title, which is Old Guard Tales Through Time #1. Ba-bam.
There you are.
There it is. Old Guard is back. Oh, Old Guard Tales. So these are written by Greg Rucka, but drawn by different artists than the regular series.
It looks like it's even got other writers involved as well. Kind of like they did this with Lazarus.
Okay.
Just to give the regular series artist a little break in between bigger arcs. He uses this opportunity to keep the fans engaged. But please don't let me interrupt.
Sorry, I was distracted by how you had it lined up again to where the flying saucer is like a little green hat on your head. It distracted me for a second.
Do you like my new hat?
It's adorable. Okay, so anyways, so these are side stories by different artists and different writers. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, sure.
There we go.
There we are. Looks like some pretty good creators in there. We got Matt Fraction. We got Nicola Scott. Oh, man. These are all
Kelly
fantastic
Sue
creators.
Look at all these people on here.
Happy to see him
Brian
working
Michael
on this.
Bendis.
We got 3 different covers. We got the one from the main series artist, Leandro Fernandez, on A. We got Kamanye. Oh, I can't remember. Jacopo Kamanye. Sure. And then we've got the C cover also by Leandro Fernandez. Interesting. That's cool. Trying to give him a break, but then make him do 2 covers. That's all right.
Right.
You got to keep them busy. Got to keep those joints greased up. in your hand. Next up, number 1 spotlight.
Mighty Valkyries. Number 1 of 5. A new miniseries from Jason Aaron.
This looks like it picks up from the end of the near to finishing King in Black Mighty Valkyries tie-in. And it does carry over, of course, the writer, Jason Aaron, with art by Mattia DeLulis. What do you think there? DeLulis?
Oh, how to pronounce it?
Yeah.
DeLuis? Sure.
DeLuis? Sure. Who
Correct
did
us in the comments if you know how to pronounce this last name.
Yes, please. And that's who did the cover A. We've got a new cover by Todd Knock in his Headshot variant series.
Oh, nice.
This is one of the Reborn variants. Got kind of a Steve Ditko vibe to it there.
Yeah.
Wow. And that is done by Carlos Pacheco. And finally, the
The
obligatory
classic
Scotty Young variant. Yeah, always a good time.
Nice.
Plus words on a cover. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of gone out of fashion. You want me to read the description?
Sure.
Is that where we're at?
That's where we're at.
All right. Jane Foster gets a fresh start and allies, both new and old. Jane Foster believed she was the only Valkyrie left, but the fight against Null, the King in Black, proved her wrong. Now the Valkyries must defend their roles in a changing world. The Asgards, not going to make it easy. You want more?
Awesome. No, that's good. That's awesome. The Mighty Valkyries, that ships on April 21st. Get your orders in this week before Monday.
Boom.
That's it. You nailed it.
Nailed it. All right. What else we got?
Yeah, what's next?
Way of X.
Let me get to the list. Keep it talking.
Sure. This one's written by Cy Spurrier with artist Bob Quinn. And the cover is by Giuseppe Camuncoli. The
here we
way
go.
to the future of X. Mutant kind has built a new Eden, but there are serpents in this garden. Some mutants.
Are you Julie Tenuta all of a sudden? Another reference only 2 of us get.
Julie Tenuta?
Julie Tenuta.
Wow. Oh my God.
Stud muffin.
I thought you were quitting your cultural references. Some mutants struggle to fit in. Some mutants turn to violence and death. And the children whisper of the Patchwork Man, singing in their hearts. Only one mutant senses the looming shadows.
The looming shadows.
What is happening here? Snared by questions of death, law, and love, only Nightcrawler can fight for the soul of Krakoa. Only he and the curious crew he assembles can help mutants defeat their inner darkness and find a new way to live. The Way of X. Cy Spurrier, XMen Legacy, and Bob Quinn, Captain America, push the frontiers of Krakoa in this unmissable entry into the bold new Reign of X. Whew, it was very wordy. I'm not sure who wrote this copy, but
somebody with something to say.
Yeah.
We've got this A cover
awkwardly.
by Giuseppe Camuncoli. Got a B cover, a wraparound cover by Federico Vincentini. And, hey, another awesome Scotty Young variant. And that ships on April 21st.
Scotty Young month.
Scotty Young month.
Scotty Young week.
It's good to see Scotty Young getting work.
Sure.
We've got 2 more things on our number 1 spotlight this week. As soon as I correctly click on them.
Oh, it's the Women of Marvel.
Ooh, here's a big one. Hey, since you're qualified, why don't you take this one?
All right.
Oh, hi.
I just feel like already Women of Marvel. Okay. All right. Women of Marvel, number 1. Who runs the world? You already know. As if we already know, why do you have to make it special? Celebrate the Women of Marvel with an extravaganza of extraordinary talent, which that's awesome. Let's showcase some good talent. The future is female. Get in on the ground floor with this amazing assembly of writers and artists from all over entertainment. Comics legends Louise Simonson kicks things off with a must-read introduction. Nadia Shamas punches the glass ceiling with the Jade Giantess, and Elsa Unison grits her way to the front line with Captain Peggy Carter. Sophie Campbell goes feral with a bone-grinding marrow story. Video game and comics writer Anne Toole makes her Marvel debut in a blaze of glory. Natasha Alterici of Heathen fame charges sword first into the Marvel universe with astonishing art from new and established artists Kai Zama, Eleonora Carlini, Skylar Partridge, and Joanna Estep. Hey, I know her.
Right on.
And more. You're sure to come away powdered up and ready to slay in high heels and boots alike. All right, yeah, that was kind of painful.
Oh, that was painful. Oh my gosh, but they do have some amazing creators on this book, as well as some very fun-looking covers.
Yes, I don't want to diminish that. The names list is great, and these are some great stories. It
just needs better copy.
Yeah, and just let them do these stories in regular Marvel titles.
Well, this is kind of the first step in, right?
Woohoo! 2021, breaking that glass ceiling.
This A cover is by Sarah Pacelli with a B cover by Amanda Connor, of course. This amazing Peach Momoko Scarlet Witch cover.
That is really cool.
Which we used for the thumbnail today. And this one, which is so incredibly metal. I really wanted to use this on the thumbnail, but knew the details would kind of be lost.
Dang.
Dude,
who's that?
That is Maria Wolf.
Nice.
Talk about your women in Marvel.
That is amazing.
We need that woman in Marvel making some
give her her own
miniseries.
miniseries.
That is very cool.
That's amazing.
Looking forward to that. Women of Marvel ships on Wednesday, April 21st.
Is this a one-shot?
That is a one-shot, yes.
Oh, it says the burp one-shot. Derp. All right.
Did you say burp or derp?
I said burp first. And then I was like, did I just say burp? It's $5.99.
It's good.
But it's 56 pages, so it's giant. It's like a huge thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, the one-shots that they've been doing lately have been pretty substantial, very nice looking, well edited. I think they've been doing a great job. Awesome. We've got one last thing to point out in Last Call First Issues, and that is a new series from, oh gosh, I can't remember who did this.
Are you talking about the creative team or publisher?
Black Mask, right. A new series from Black Mask, who just recently debuted on FOC. We've got this new series called Alice in Leatherland, with art by Elisa Ramboli and written by Yolanda Zanfardino. Not only is this a new series from Black Mask and their debut on FOC, it's also a very nice looking book. We need some more of those from Black Mask.
Cool.
Oh, did my battery die again? This is horrible.
Get it together there, Tech Master.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, it died. How lame. All right, you're going to have to keep them talking, folks.
Oh, all right. I'm not sure what else I can say about this Alice in Leatherland. I'm not familiar with any of these creative teams.
You can give the pitch.
Sure. How are we doing for time? Good. Alice, a young writer of children's storybooks, is hurtled out of her fairy tale-like life when she discovers her girlfriend has been cheating on her. Charmingly defiant, she leaves her small forest town and leaps into a new adventure to seek love and find herself in the fast life of San Francisco. There, her concept of pure magical love will be completely overturned. Love will be completely overturned. Oh, her biggest challenge, there's no space there, won't be reckoned with.
Proper pronunciation, folks.
Yeah, I got all this noise happening next to me. Won't be reckoning with other people's sexual drive. Oh.
Oh.
It'll be getting a grip on her own. Oh. From your new favorite writer and artist team of Iolanda Zanfardino and Eliza Ramboli, Alice in Leatherland is a comedy about sex and so inevitably about every other aspect of life too.
And that is our final spotlight on this week's last call for first issues.
You got it together there?
I got it together.
All
My
right.
mouse is working.
Wonderful.
Can't believe I didn't fix this problem last week. Last issue. Been doing this for way too long, folks.
Yep.
Next up on Last Call Live, we've got a couple of new second issues being solicited this week.
All right. Some of these might have just dropped. Some of the number ones might have just came out, and some of them might not have came out yet. So because of the short length of time that we have to get any feedback on how many people enjoyed it, we need to know. We need to have a better idea of what to do with number 2 here. I'm rambling. Go, just take over.
Trying to get the framing right.
Okay,
Wow.
so anyways,
Got jacked up.
some of these have come out. Lady Baltimore number 1, Witch Queens number 1 did just drop this week.
Yes,
I
it
had
did.
the intention of reading it, and then I ended up doing something else on Tuesday night. So
Yeah, it was a rough week, folks.
it was a rough week, folks. So did you have a chance to read it? Did you like it?
I didn't get a chance to read it. I did leaf through it, and it looks real swell.
Yeah, I flipped through it too, and it made me want to read it, but I haven't yet. So number 2 of this is coming out soon. Our orders are due, and do you like the Magnolaverse? Tell us about it in the comments.
We also have a number 2 for a recent debut, Orphan and the 5 Beasts. This was a beast of a book.
Uh-oh.
It did really well for us first week. It is by writer-artist James Stokoe.
Oh, right.
And
Heck yeah.
It is beautiful.
Look at that.
Look how pretty. I hope you had a chance to leaf through it. Tell us what you thought. If you're interested, get those orders in for number 2.
I like these dishes flying up in the background. Oh, moving on. Sorry.
Pardon me, folks. That worked.
UltraMega.
I like mute buttons.
By James Herron, number 2. This number 1 also dropped last week, I believe, and it's got a lot of attention also with its kaiju mess. Look at that. Holy cow, look at that cover. Who did that?
I love this book, folks. Number 1 was my pick of the week, and it has subsequently found a way into my heart, my stone cold heart. It now lives there, and I can't wait for number 2 to see more horrible things happen to these poor giant heroes. We've got an A cover by series creator James Herron. Uh-oh, it's going to save the day. And a B cover by Ian Bertram.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, look
I
how
even have to ask.
squirty and intestinally that is.
Drippy.
Drippy. Oh, I love this book. Please help me support it. Buy your UltraMega. Next up, another book that I didn't get a chance to read. Alien number 1 just came out last week. We have number 2 on Last Call. It looks like a fantastic book. I like the art of Salvador LaRocca. Hopefully I'll get a chance to sit down with it. We've got this A cover by In-Hyuk Lee and a B cover by Stephanie Hans. Oh, she just gets right in there.
She's been knocking it out of the park.
Man, and that yellow background, that's going to pop on the shelf.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Heck yeah.
I also got another number 2 from Marvel's Black Knight, Curse of the Ebony Blade. This is by writer Simon Spurrier, who's been getting a lot of other work over at Marvel lately, with interior art by Sergio Davila. And Ivan Coelho cover on A. and a Ron Lim cover on B. That's Elsa Bloodstone. Right? Elsa Bloodstone, there it is. I know my Marvel. A little bit, anyways.
Better than me.
Also, debuting this week, Carnage Black, White, and Blood #1 came out. It sold real well, especially with one of those Gleason webhead variants.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
We've got this #2 on Last Call this week. It's going to feature work by Chip Zdarsky and Marco Cicchetto, the Daredevil team that's been knocking it out of the park, to continually use that sports metaphor. I'm gonna stop now. It's also got a story by Ram V, who's been doing real well over on the Catwoman series and Swamp Thing over at DC. We got this cover by Marco Cicchetto, and we got another cover by Kyle Hotz, but they haven't posted it yet. If you're interested in that one, let us know, because it's not on the hub. The spring of kaiju continues. We get Trials of Ultraman #2. The series sequel to the Return of Ultraman that just wrapped up is written by Kyle Higgins with art by Francesco Manna and this swell A cover by Art Adams. Look at that giant Ultraman head.
Nice.
He's all like, "Oh, hey guys, what's up?" And they're all like, "He's gonna kill us." He's like, "No." I'm just like, "You got any cool pictures of me fighting monsters?"
Is Kyle Higgins the writer of that hobo comic?
No, that was Kyle Starks.
Oh, right. I got my Kyles mixed up. Sorry.
Yeah, Kyle Stark has got something new coming up with artist Joey Weiser, maybe. Yeah, when that gets on FOC, we'll make sure to tell you about that.
Oh, yeah.
We love his hobo stories.
I can't remember what it was called.
Okay.
Candy Mountain.
Rock Candy Mountain. Right.
I remembered. It only took me 30 seconds.
Next up on our #2 spotlight, Firefly, brand new verse #2.
Yeah, this #1 just dropped this week. On the shelves right now, if you missed it.
And Firefly definitely has a dedicated clientele. I will say it's kind of a small clientele. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be supporting this book for the shelf. If you want it, let us know so we have enough for you. It's important. We got this cover A by Christina Kalida and a B cover by Veronica Fish.
Nice.
What's up next, boss?
Oh, Jim Henson's Storyteller, Tricksters. #2. Ooh,
Ooh,
with a Peach Momoko cover.
Yeah, we got that A by Peach Momoko. Look at that.
That's pretty.
She did the B cover on the first issue that came out a week or so ago. This is a one-shot story written by Jonathan Rivera and art by Jade Zhang. Got this B cover by Danny Pendergast. Shipping on April 21st. Get those orders in before Monday. And finally, on the last call for #2s, we've got Bequest #2 from Aftershock Comics. This issue came out a couple of weeks ago. We racked it over on our fantasy adventure shelf. And sorry to say, it hasn't really found an audience quite yet. If you did get a chance to look at it and are interested, or if you read it and are definitely wanting to follow up, let us know. Lean times are coming, folks, so we want to make sure that you get the books before we stop supporting them on the shelf. And that wraps up our last call for second issues.
All right. Oh, yeah, we're doing really good. We're only halfway through time.
Oh, yeah. This will wrap up quick. New printings this week. We've got Radiant Black #2. This is a new cover by Marcello Costa, who does interiors and is also written by Kyle Higgins. We've got a new printing of UltraMega #1 by James Herron. with this amazing cover. I believe this is taken
Whoa.
from Interior Art, but it's a beautiful detail on how disgusting this book is. Folks, seriously, you have to have a strong stomach to read this one, but I dare you. We still have first printings in stock. Mostly the Trad covers. For some reason, that didn't take off. It's
Well, I
pretty
mean,
slow.
it did. It's just more people bought the other one. I mean, I only saw like 3 or 4 on the shelf, unless there's more.
Yeah. So yeah, regardless, we've got them.
Zoom.
But if you want a second print with this awesome cover, let us know. We'll
It
make
is
sure to
pretty
get you
good.
some. And finally, on new printings spotlight, we've got Spectre Inspectors #1 from Boom Studios. This features a new cover by series creator, writer, and artist Bowen McCurdy. And that catches us up to the program. That's it for our new printing spotlight. And finally, our last segment. What's our last segment, boss?
Let's call for graphic novels. Ooh.
Ooh, you made that exciting.
Also, this is very exciting.
This is super exciting.
Wow.
First up on our last call for graphic novels, we have the Bizarro Comics, the Deluxe Edition hardcover. Folks, this is an amazing book.
This is an amazing book.
One of the prides of our collection at home is the separate 2 hardcovers that are collected in this one volume. We have them in hardcover, and we've got it signed by multiple creators.
Yeah, not too many. We kind of fell off the getting it signed ship for a while.
We dropped off a little bit, but maybe one day.
But
we'll
yeah,
pick up.
we used to take it to like every show, and if there was an artist or a writer there that was in it, we had it signed.
But check
Pretty
out
cool.
this who's who of fantastic cartoonists that contribute short stories to this book. We got Kyle Baker, Jeff Smith, Ivan Brunetti, Paul Pope, Hunt Emerson, Carol Lay, Roger Langridge, Mark Crilly, Dave Cooper, Eddie Campbell, Tony Millionaire, James Kochalka, Harvey Picar, Peter Bagg, and many more. All in the Bizarro Comics, the Deluxe Edition hardcover from DC Comics, shipping on June 22nd for a modest price. This is a huge book, folks. 432 pages for $49.99. It's magical. You want one of these in your library. It's got a Dave Cooper Wonder Woman story.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So good.
It's really good.
Next up on our last call for graphic novels, we have Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Red, the graphic novel. This collects Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Red digital chapters 1 through 17 in print for the first time. I've never seen any of this material, folks, because it's never been in print up until June 1st. If you are interested, this is also a nice big book at 224 pages for $20. Get in on some of that Black, White, and Red. Next up, here's a book that we're very unlikely to carry for the shelf, but if you're interested,
Oh,
these omnibus books are so expensive, but if you want it, here's your chance. $125 will get you the entire Justice League Omnibus Volume 1 by Jeff Johns with art by Jim Lee. This has got stuff from all over the place. This has got this isn't the entire run. This is, Justice League 0 through 23, the Aquaman crossover, the Justice League crossover, couple of free comic book day editions, some Justice League of America, all kinds of weird stuff. But cool, a big old chunk. 1,248 pages? Man, that's a lot of
I mean,
book.
you're getting your bang for your dollar. You're just getting a really big bang for a really big dollar.
And that's all wrapped up by a Jim Lee cover. Look at those details, folks. Look at how grim these folks look. Cyborg is kind of cracking a smile there. And finally, on our Last call for graphic novels. This book is super exciting. This has been created over a period of 35 years. Barry Windsor Smith's Monsters is a tour de force of visual storytelling, part family drama, part espionage thriller, part metaphysical journey. It is an intimate portrait of individuals struggling to reclaim their lives in an epic political odyssey across 2 generations of American history. Monsters is rendered in Barry Smith's impeccable technique, the visual storytelling behind the most sophisticated of the artist's career. There are passages of heartbreaking tenderness, of excruciating pain, and devastating violence. It is surely one of the most intense graphic novels ever drawn.
Wow.
This is from Fantagraphic Books. That's right, Fantagraphics, putting out the first original Barry Windsor Smith comics in decades?
You just read the copy.
Decades. That's amazing. I grew up reading Barry Windsor Smith's Conan comics, and it just turned me into a lifelong fan right there. I'm very excited to see this stuff. I'm sure it harkens back to some of the material he did back in the 80s and 90s, which I think was the last time we saw the original material from him.
Wow.
Maybe through like Tundra, I think was one of the last publishers he worked with. Fantagraphics did some of that reprinting in the Opus volumes, but I don't think there was any original material in that. So, hey, I'm super excited by this. It comes out May 5th, 2021 from Fantagraphics Books. Barry Windsor Smith Monsters hardcover for $40, 380 pages. Oh my gosh, folks. This is quite a way to wrap up the program. Thank you so much for joining us on Last Call Live.
All right. Yeah, you want that Barry Windsor Smith hardcover? Let us know by Monday at 5 o'clock.
Absolutely. Any other things that you want to add
excitement
here?
back into it.
Yeah, we gotta get this this heartbeat racing after
You
this
were,
monotone scripting.
Yeah, lingering. You were like, little hearts were all around your
Dreamy.
head, getting all dreamy. Snap out of it. Ooh. Anything else? I don't know. We got the.
How was engagement this week? Right. Well, let us know.
A heart pop up. Somebody hearted us.
Let us know what you think about this time slot. 11 to 12 is what we're allocating currently, Saturday mornings for Last Call Live. Just want to make sure to bring attention to some of these fantastic projects. We don't want you to miss out. We want to make sure that we got enough, and we want to spread the love of comics. So thank you so much for joining us on Last Call Live, broadcasting from the brand new Studio G in Green Brain Comics, smack dab.
Are you skipping over all this part?
Am I?
New previews?
Oh, yeah, I guess I did.
I was like, how about this upcoming stuff? And then you just kind of like launched in. It's fine.
Do it. Go for it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was asking. Do you want me to do this top part?
I don't
Brain
know what
functions.
this is.
Oh, you can't see me highlighting it.
Yeah, we don't have any brain functions coming up. This
All right, so
the
then I'll
notes that I
just
have
jump
here.
to the next one. We did get our April catalog this week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So we got our previous catalog. Come in and check out what is shipping in June. We also got the Marvel previews and a DC checklist, but you can check out the DC catalog on their website at DC Comics /catalog or something like that. That's probably not it. Don't go to that. I put the link in the comments.
So DC Comics recently announced that they will be doing away with their folded promo poster /checklist program. And while it wasn't super apparent, I believe that will be replaced by something a little bit more of a physical material presence. I'm hoping for a comic-sized catalog of their upcoming stuffs in print. None of this digital stuff.
Wow. We'll see.
It'll be good to see DC Comics make some concessions here.
Included in this month's previews is the of the print debut of this year's Free Comic Book Day offerings.
Oh, that's right.
We are having Free Comic Book Day this year on August 14th. Go get your shot so you can come to Free Comic Book Day. And yeah, all the free comics have been released. Well, what they are have been released, and you can check them all out in this month's previews as well.
Right on.
Family, all that.
All that and some chips.
And some
that catches us up.
Okay.
Last note is, I remember those deadlines for Last Call on DC Comics is tomorrow, Sunday, March 28th at 5 p.m. And everything else is due to us by Monday, March 29th at 5 p.m. You can place those orders through comichub.com, please. If you're interested in information and signing into your existing account or are interested in creating an account, come on by the store today. We'll be here from noon to 7 and from 12 to 5 on Sunday.
Yeah, in fact, Tam's going to be here soon to open up the shop. Come on down and say hi.
Yeah, would love to see it. It's a beautiful day. Get some sunshine, get some comics, and do that thing with your brain.
Feed your brain. Oh, wait, do you want me to do all the rest of the closing?
Yeah, well, I kind of blew up the momentum there, so yeah.
Oh, sorry. That was me. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. On Twitter, we are Green Brain CMX. Shop our web store at greenbraincomics.com and do all your pre-orders at comichub.com. If you are new to Comic Hub, be sure to select Green Brain Comics as your favorite store, your choice store. We are spreading the love of comics and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. Feed your brain at Green Brain Comics. Thanks for watching, everybody.
That was fun. Thanks for joining us. Feed your brain. Order your comics.
Oh, catch our other live stream on Tuesdays at 6:30 as we
right.
preview all the new comics up each week.
Don't forget that. Brain Scan.
Tuesdays.
Tuesday, 6:30. All right.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Back to the music.